Okay, so today, we're gonna go through one of my old pedals here, which if you can find it, it's I think you'll see it's a pretty good pedal to search for. Turbo OverDrive OD-2. It's from BOSS. It has a level control, tone, drive, and then there's kind of two modes, turbo and non-turbo. And as you'll see, the non-turbo is pretty good, and then the turbo just boosts it that much. The check light here is on mine. It's blue because I had this repaired last year, and got an email from the guy, and he asked if I wanted a different color LED. So I said sure. So I got a blue one. No real tricks to it. Solid, like Boss's pedals always are. And I used this for years, probably whenever they came out. I don't know if it was the 80s. I know I had it through the 90s. I think I probably got it in the 80s. There was the OD1 and then the OD2 added the turbo. Pretty cool pedal. As you'll see in the video, I'm playing through my amp is a Fender Deluxe Reverb amp, 68 reissue. I think the tubes are getting a little old, so there might be a little white noise going on. But this is a guitar I made. Bought a Telecaster shaped neck some years ago off of Warmouth, maybe, and then got a Telecaster bridge, and I think like a no frills pickup, and then the humbucker, or might be a Filtertron, is out of an old Hagstrom Viking. Telecaster, simple. I think it's a 1, 2, 3 selector switch, and I traced the horn from my Les Paul. And the body shape here is Les Paul till you get down to here, and it kind of flattens out a little. And then this shape here is more like off of my Telecaster, so it's almost like a reverse Les Paul, but pretty comfortable. You can get down here. The action's great. Never really played it all that much. Put in a one of these recessed. Actually, my Telecaster has a recessed jack, and when you use these angled ones, sometimes they don't fit down there that well. So something to be aware of. And I kind of made it myself. It looks pretty good. I took a piece of maple, a plank that was as thick as that middle section there, and just cut 3 pieces of it, glued it together. It was that thick. There's no carved top or anything. It's just like 1.5 inches thick wood, and just glued them together. It wasn't really going for any kind of great look or anything, but maple, was solid, and this has been, great for years. I really don't play it all that much. I just took it down today and figured I'd do a couple pedal reviews. So here we go. Okay, here's we'll run through this kind of a vintage old Boss pedal called a Turbo OverDrive, or the OD-2. A little bit road worn. When I first got it, the LED was a red LED. And then over the years, somehow it stopped working, the pedal itself. So I sent it away to a guy up in New York State, and he repaired it. And asked me if I wanted a red LED or another color, and he said he had blue, so I said, no, put blue in there. So that's that. So we'll start off. I'm going to turn it off. Don't mind my knee. But so the guitar I'm using, it's a homemade guitar. I have a kind of like a Telecaster bridge, Telecaster type bridge pickup, and a pickup. I guess it's like a old Filtertron or It's actually out of a Hagstrom Viking. But the shape of the guitar is kind of a sort of a tele, and actually part of I shaped my Les Paul somewhat, but regardless, the neck, just like a Telecaster neck, nothing crazy, but so with no give a little reverb, playing through a Fender Deluxe Reverb amp. I think it's a 68 reissue. It's a little bit noisy. You can hear a little hiss. Also, there's some, I think the dehumidifier is going off in the back. Okay, so when we turn it on, okay, it's not going to be too loud because I don't really have the drive up. So you really got to give it the drive. We'll go there. Tone is it's not that articulate, down there, but if that's what you want, add a little more, like 12 o'clock tone. Haven't turned on the turbo yet, but let's see. Let's just see what the drive will be without the turbo on. One more drive. A lot of tune here. A little more drive. A little more drive. Pretty good sound. Now let's we'll keep the drive maxed out, turn the tone up to 3/4. And then all the way up with the treble. Okay, pretty good powerful sound with this thing, without even turning on the turbo. So the turbo, actually, let's do this. Let's we'll keep everything in the middle, and play without the turbo, with the turbo, a little crunchier, without, with. Then drive all the way. Okay, off drive. Treble all the way up. Turn the drive down, turbo on. Turbo on. Pretty versatile pedal. You can get it really loud, and cut it, and then turn it off. All right, good luck finding this one. It's a good one.